wabarakatuh. So once again, I am on live today, and Alhamdulillah, I am here to share with you a beautiful recipe. So today's recipe is an easy one, but we're going to bake, okay? So it is protein packed chocolate banana loaf. It is going to be a loaf. I'm going to share with you a quick preview of what I'm going to use, all the ingredients right here. This beautiful recipe is something that I make, and it's something that my family love, and I have also shared it to other women who love it. So it is basically banana and a mix of a whole bunch of protein, high protein ingredients that we're going to use to make this recipe. I'm going to turn on the oven so that I will preheat it. By the time I finish mixing everything, the oven is ready to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. If you make some stuff like this and you put it in the freezer, it is such a game changer. You don't need to cook and make it every day. You make it in a big loaf pan, and you freeze it or you refrigerate it, and you use it every other time that you need a pick me up snack, or that you need something for breakfast that is high in protein, that is going to sustain you and balance your blood sugar, especially those women who are now entering in their second trimester. This is the time that the baby is really growing. This is the time that you really need to replenish all the nutrients that you might have lost or you might have not been taking before your pregnancy and in your first trimester. Your first trimester might have been a hard period. You've not been eating the way you wanted to eat. You thought that you're going to eat all the healthy stuff, do all the amazing things for the growth of the baby and for your nutrient repletion as well, but you weren't able to do that. So stick around. This is as easy as that. A whole bunch of nutrients in it and the protein that's going to help with the growth spurt of your baby, as well as for you, for your stretching body, and also to be used for childbirth and also your postpartum, inshallah. So the recipe this is the recipe, okay? This is the ingredients that I'm going to use. I'm going to first mix the wet ingredients and then the dry ingredients. So I have banana here. Banana is very ripe, okay? It's such a very ripe banana. So you want a very ripe banana because you have a lot of sweetness in it, okay? But not too much ripe to the extent that it is really melting and disintegrating, okay? So I have 1.5 cup of almond flour. Okay, almond flour is high in protein, and that's why I love it, and it's really gluten free. So if you are looking for something that doesn't have gluten, or you're trying to eat less gluten, almond flour is such a good option. And I have rolled oat. Rolled oat is also based on where you get it and based on the type, the brand, I should say. Rolled oats is classified as also a gluten-free food, okay? So this is it. I have 1 cup of rolled oat here, and I have 3 eggs, okay? 3 eggs. Eggs is amazing. It has high protein. Oats also have protein, and it's also supportive for breast milk, okay? And then eggs are amazing protein foods, okay? They are amazing protein foods. They one egg like this is large. One large egg is about 7 grams of protein, and that's huge. So when you eat 3 of this is the amount that you would need, the ideal amount that you need for breakfast. So this is 7 plus 7 plus 7, that's 21. So 21 grams of protein for breakfast is really good. It's very, very promising. Even though you might need maybe 30 grams of protein per meal for the day, when you eat 3 eggs and then you top it up with something else, that is amazing. So adding 3 eggs in this is good. And also on top of it, eggs is not only high in protein, eggs is very rich in choline, especially in the yolk. The yolk has a lot of choline. Choline is really the key nutrient that the baby uses for the brain development. So choline is amazing, and if you are not eating food that has choline in it, please start eating, especially in your second trimester, going to your third trimester, and you need it even after, because your baby needs it if you want to nurse the baby. Okay, so and then I'm going to also use baking powder over here, 1 tablespoon of baking powder, 1 tablespoon of cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 cup of chocolate chips. This is unsweetened. Okay, and then I have semi-sweet half cup of chocolate chunks, and I have a pinch of salt, less than a teaspoon of salt, and I have maple syrup right here. I'm going to use 1/4 cup or less, and then I have some melted butter. Okay, you can also use coconut oil. So coconut oil, if it is in your refrigerator, you melt it and you use it. But this is melted butter, because butter is also such an amazing food when you childbearing age and also pregnant. And fat, healthy fat is an amazing food that you can also introduce. You have to introduce it in your nutrition regimen when you are pregnant or trying to be pregnant. So butter is such a beautiful thing. If you are lactose intolerant, butter might not work very good for you. You can opt in for clarified butter, and that is also called ghee. So ghee is butter that has been slowly cooked in a way that all the lactose has evaporated, has separated from the actual oils of the batter. Okay, so if you don't know what ghee is, I'm going to link it down in the description box. You can check the link after I am done with this video, and then check it out. If you're interested, you can get it. Okay, all right, so to get started, oh, and also I have my collagen powder. Okay, collagen peptides over here. If you are interested to even up the protein in this recipe, adding collagen powder or collagen peptide is a good idea, because it's going to add a lot of glycine and also a lot of protein in it. Glycine is essential, is an essential nutrient that our body needs when you're pregnant, when you are nursing your baby, even after pregnancy and after birth. You are planning to be pregnant in the future, you need a whole bunch of amino acids, and one of the amino acids is glycine that you need for your body. All right, so I think our oven is preheated, so let's quickly mix everything and then move on to what we need to do. So I'm going to puree the banana. Okay, I will just mash it. I'm not going to use a special tool to do that. I'm going to only use a spoon or helado. Okay, or a fork. So I can easily use a fork to do that, or I can use this. Okay, so mash it and puree it and make it into puree, and that makes it a wet ingredient. Okay, so if you want a lot of chunks, you can just mash it halfway. If you don't want a lot of chunks of banana in your loaf, continue to puree it until it is like really smooth. I threw away my whisk just yesterday when I was making cake with my girls, because one of the thongs, is it the thongs or something like that, that comes together to make the whisk, has like separated. It has come out. So just for them to be safe, I threw it away. And today I need it, but I couldn't go to the market. So this is my puree banana. Okay, and I am going to, I'm now going to add my egg. Okay, this is gonna be a little long video, but for the end result is going to be yummy. So stick around with me. I have some eggshells in here. Okay, so I think this, I might need the fork to whisk it. Okay, mix it up. So this is as easy as that. It might look like it's taking a lot of time to do this stuff, but for real, if you are doing it in your kitchen that you are comfortable in, and you have all your ingredients ready, the mixing should take about 7 to 10 minutes, for real. So I'm going to add my butter. Okay, so the butter is melted. I'm going to add it in. Oh, I added everything all at once. All right, so now I'm going to mix it as well. Not too much mixing, this is not cake, so just a little bit of mixing should be good. And then I'll add my maple syrup. Because the banana is sweet, I don't want to add a lot of sweetness to this, so just a little bit of maple syrup, just to, because I'm going to use less than what the recipe calls for. The recipe calls for 1/4 cup, so I use a little less than 1/4 cup. This is like 1/3 cup, so I use a little less than 1/4 cup. Shouldn't be too sweet. I might add some more, maybe. Let me add more, because maple syrup is technically not as sweet as as honey. So Okay, good. So I added that. A little bit of sweetness doesn't cause anything. Too much of it might make your blood sugar go up. But since we have all the ingredients high in protein, that should suffice. So I'm going to add my almond flour, at the same time adding my rolled oat and mixing it up. Okay. Yeah, I think I might need a little bit of almond flour. Okay, so this is 1 cup, and I'm going to add 1 more cup. I said 2 cups. So I'll go ahead and add my baking soda and then baking powder and then my cinnamon and then my salt. Mix all together. Working with almond flour is really forgiving because almond flour absorbs a lot of liquid. Okay, so when you leave this to set, it's gonna absorb all the liquid in here. It's gonna like really be thick, but because we are going to do it as quick as possible, I'm going to add a little bit of the almond flour, and I'll be right back with my almond flour. Give me a few minutes. I'm going to add 1 cup more because I'm supposed to measure 2 cups. Okay. Just to keep this place tidy. Okay, good. All right. So I'm going ahead to add the almond flour, 1 more cup of almond flour. And then mix it. Okay, and then I'll go ahead and fold in the chocolate chips. So because almond flour again absorbs a lot of liquid, and you might just use half of the what the recipe calls for, and then leave this recipe to absorb the liquid if you want. Okay. All right, so just push this aside, and I have my butter over here. Because I put it on the oven, it is too melted, so I'm going to coat my pan. I don't have parchment paper. I would have used parchment paper and that would have been so easy. So when this bakes, it's gonna be like, just take it off and the pan is clean. Not too much of a cleaning. Okay, so I have coated my pan like so, and I'm going to add my batter in. Okay, and I'll add the chocolate chunks in. I didn't add the collagen powder, but I mentioned it. Why? Because I just didn't add it. But if you add it, it's not gonna mess up the recipe. Okay, it's only going to add in the protein. It's only going to add a lot of protein in this thing, make it more protein focused and protein rich. Okay, it's gonna be yummy, but I think my almond flour is a lot in here. Yeah, too much measurement or something. So let's see what happens. Sometimes going live is hard. Yeah, but it is what it is. I love to come on live because it boosts a lot of my confidence. I don't need to script. I don't need to do anything special. I just come and be myself. All right, so this is the loaf going into the oven. All right, I have the oven already preheated, so I'm going to open the oven and then show it to you. So this is the oven. It's already preheated, and I'm going to put this in. Okay, so I put this in right here, and I'm going to bake it for about 20 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes. Okay, so leave it on for about 20 to 30 minutes. Let me check on my banana loaf and then get back to you. I know that it is like already 20 minutes. Okay, it looks like it's coming together so well. So I will do a toothpick test to see if it is ready. If it is ready, then I'll bring it out for you to see how it looks. If not, then we will continue with our discussion and how we can better ourselves in this dunya and the akhirah as well. Because we need the dunya, but we 100% need the akhirah. And the akhirah is most eternal. So it looks like our loaf is not ready yet. It is still coming together, so it looks like it is ready because the smell is amazing. Ooh, look at this. It looks so good. Okay, so let me try it again. Okay, so 5 more minutes. Okay, so in total we are using 35 minutes to cook this in total, and that's a good range because it's the recipe says 30 25 minutes to 40 minutes. Okay, depending on the oven and depending on your oven and the season you are making this recipe. If you're making it in winter, sometimes because of the temperature it takes a little longer. We are making it to summer because it is hot, it takes a lot less time. So 5 more minutes and then I will call it a day. Checking on the banana protein chocolate banana loaf one more time. I think this time it is ready because it's getting brown. Okay, 10 of the oven. And then get this thing ready to show it to you. Okay, good. Who is this? Zulekha. Siti? Okay. Yeah, Nuna? Okay, good. It's gonna taste good. Tastes good already. All right. Not life. Okay. Not life. Okay. So this is the loaf. It tastes good. And it smells so good. And it looks so good. So I'm going to leave it for about 10 minutes before I take it off from the pan, before I remove it from the pan. Otherwise it's gonna break off and it won't look as pretty. Okay, so this is it, inshallah. Okay, and I hope you will try it. So this is it again, showing it to you one more time. Okay, all right.